Hey, it's Greg Powers. I'm out here at the THSCA Coaches Convention with who I consider to be recruiting royalty.
Yes, sir.
Coach Michael Traylor from South Oak Cliff. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, I appreciate you guys very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
I just want to dive right in, man. The more time we can save, the better, because y'all are loaded with
Yes,
recruits. Before we went on the air, I kind of spoke to you about doing a scouting service and how busy y'all keep me with how many recruits you have. I think that we have over 30.
Yes, sir.
On
We
our
definitely have
platform.
over 30.
And in general, you know, you're a guy who I follow on Twitter because of the great work that you guys do to help promote those kids. You guys do a lot of original content, graphics, video graphics. What's it like being the recruiting coordinator at South Oak Cliff and having to manage all that?
Well, it's an absolute team concept. We have a great group of guys led by Coach Ward, myself, with the pictures, the videos. We have teams of kids that come out, take pictures and film every practice, every game, and it helps with the original content.
A lot of coaches coming through there regularly.
Yes.
You've got one committed to Northern Arizona all the way up to Texas A&M, getting
Yes.
recruited by everybody. What's it like trying to balance all of that activity, you know, and having such a variance?
I think the key is starting early. A lot of times we know who the early offer kids are going to be, and so we can start compiling lists for those guys, along with the guys that are junior eval or senior eval guys. We kind of have a list of schools that are interested in them. So everybody has their own personal meeting with the parent as well as the student athlete to kind of give a range of where they do, where we expect them to go. And so that kind of keeps everything in an order, per se.
Any advice out there for not only any recruits, but maybe even recruits specific to Dallas? Is there anything that you would like to say or any advice you'd give to those guys who are coming up within the process? One thing I always love to say is if you're entering the 9th grade and you think that you're going to be a dude, take care of your academics.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Man, you stole my punchline, man. You stole my
Stepped on
punchline. The biggest part of recruiting since we took over in about 2010, 2011 was grades. Pushing grades, pushing GPAs, pushing those SAT, ACT prep classes, and being prepared for college, because you're going to work, you're going to practice hard. So all those things are going to kind of come natural to the guys that really want to play football. But that academic piece is the biggest piece that gets you through.
One of those guys you told me about when he was a freshman, and it certainly panned out, is getting ready to make his decision coming up on July 20th.
Yeah.
And that's Malik Muhammad. I think he's down to
Three
three
schools,
Texas, Alabama, and Texas
A&M.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
What type of player is he, and what type of kid would a college be getting whenever he pulls the trigger on that commitment?
Malik is a phenomenal kid, great student, first of all. I want to say that publicly. Great student, high GPA kid, great character kid, great family kid, but has a tremendous amount of football expertise and football skill and football IQ, and that's kind of what makes him special. And we knew he was going to be special from the day he walked into South Oak Cliff. He probably would have been a starter as a freshman if we didn't have a couple guys, but he stepped in as a sophomore and started the rest of the way.
I like to open this up now for you. Give us a guy that you feel like may be under the radar on that roster that college coaches are sleeping on. And with as many, I know that it's hard to pick this one, but who's a guy out there that maybe we should be keeping an eye on?
I think it's two kids in our program that are really unsung. One of them is David Sproles, who's committed to Northern Arizona. He's a high football IQ, high talent kid. He's just a little bit undersized for the position, as well as Cortland Kidd, who is the anchor of our defense. He's a defensive tackle, 5'10", about 270, but 4.0 GPA. He'll graduate from high school with his associate's degree. Extremely, extremely talented kid. But, you know, we live in the day and time of measurables. So
right.
those kids are probably the two unsung, along with the other heart and soul of Abdul Muhammad, which is Malik's cousin, who's committed to SMU. So those three guys really make our team go.
I was on the sidelines with some college coaches when you guys were playing in the Star in a playoff game last year, and to a man, every one of them loved Abdul Muhammad
Oh,
too.
man,
you know,
special.
So they all loved him. A guy who I like, Wildman, Coley.
Oh, yes.
You know, y'all used him at wide receiver. Is he a guy who could truly play defense, you think?
Yes, he's a guy that really, we actually, as a freshman, we really projected him to defensive end rush, outside linebacker position. But he went out as a freshman and played 707 and killed the 707 circuit. And by the end of the summer, he had about 7 offers at receiver.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, yeah, we want the big receiver. And so I was like, who are you talking about? And, of course, they're talking about Jamari Colley. So, yeah, I think he can project to both sides of the ball, but offense is where he wants to be.
Gotcha. And they call him Wild Man, you think, because of what he brings to the table on the field, but he got that nickname because he's from the country, and he said he didn't used to wear shoes. So that was a great story.
Yes. Oh, it's amazing. We have to make him wear socks, shoes, and shirts to school. If it was up to him, he would wear pants and be barefooted and go to class. So he's definitely a wild man.
You heard it from Coach Traylor, who I think will definitely be running his own program here pretty soon, Coach. Thanks for the time, and good luck with this upcoming season as you guys look to repeat.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
There he is.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.